I think they were excited to come back as well, seeing as they are rocking the meme team name here. Bit of a dream team as well. I think they really surprised me in a very positive way last time I saw them playing, and I mean, this is still early days for this tournament in general, for the OC Strikers, so it's still good to see everybody showing up and giving me that surprise, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it is going to be interesting to see. I mean, realistically, I still kind of feel like it would be a surprise if they come up short against the Grass Touchers. Not too knowledgeable on this team, unfortunately. Excited to learn about them. But because it's 5-round of Swiss with only the top 4 making the cut to the playoffs at the end of the night, I mean, losing an early round can be quite difficult for your chances, as we see the Strikers get locked in going to the night markets. One of the more narrow maps, so I'm a little bit surprised to see ImaginAzn on the Kai goalkeep as opposed to something like the Dubu or the Atlas. However, they're the kind of 2 goalies we tend to see. Also opening Awakenings. Gex, it's prime time here, so everyone's rocking it. Full prime time game, and that means probably a lot of KOs.
We already see that first barrier going down here, and we will see the second. That blue side already under fire. Dierision. It has been the rizz himself showing up once again on that front line and might be able to get something out here, but battered away by that Dubu. Bazzible has been absolutely rocking that goal line.
Oh, special use initially right there from NotRune, but it's not going to be enough to really take it out just yet. You know what's kind of funny? Now, I've got to straight up say it, and this is going to be a little bit of a, well, not a serious call out, but like I asked several players, you know, coming into this, you know, where's the meta looking like? Who are we going to be seeing as the first goal is going to go to the rizz? Of course, they're going to be the one getting that first goal. But like I asked, you know, what sort of strikers are we going to be seeing in particular? What are going to be the dangerous forward combos? No one said Rune. No one said Juno. And Rasmus was always kind of like, yeah, maybe, but probably not. So, I don't know if I've been deliberately misled, or is Rasmus just everyone's sort of secret pick right now? I know Rasmus is very popular with NA. It's just interesting how that's how it's come to be.
I mean, we're still developing the meta, right? So it really could be a lot of interesting stuff coming out here. Definitely still balancing coming out in the game as well. But, you know, if you can use something in an unexpected way here, might be a big difference. Halpy, very low on health there, is going to get taken out there, bonked away, and, you know, some big pressure back onto this blue side again.
Yeah, that said, I mean, this road, the more the barriers fall, the more open the map becomes, the better and better this Kai Cole game is going to get, surprisingly. So even though the barriers might fall for the red side first, it's definitely still going to be a bit of a challenge to kind of get that core in. Dierision is quite low, and you can see Juno's special just causing a fair bit of chaos. Unfortunately for this blue side, not able to really connect with it. Juno is definitely not a popular pick that you'll see in competitive play, and what has happened there? That looked like an own goal from the Tofu wall. Credit goes to Dierision.
Yeah, the wall coming up there, locked. That's incredible. The core just absolutely stunned into the goal there, locked away in the wrong direction.
There was a cheeky pendulum in the middle of that, which kind of helped knocked it in. Why Dierision got the credit for the goal keep. As you can see, sort of death's mark. And keep that pressure on right there. Dierision staying right in Bazzible's face. Not able to break it apart just yet, and in fact, Bazzible's going to use the rollout to get the first KO, so a power play in favor of this blue side.
Good timing on that, but they have been only able to get a single barrier out here. Might get a second here, just about, as ImaginAzn gets back into that defensive position well. We've seen him be very successful there time and time again, but this has to be a fight back from this blue side here. Grass Touchers have been struggling against a team that we did say to look out for here, and they are going to take a barrier down here as well.
I mean, they got the rizz. You can't deny. Although that said, no one's been particularly rizzless yet. Although if anyone is rizzless, I would say not really feeling what she's rocking. Either way, NotRune stepping forward, trying to use to get the pressure on. Picked up by Bazzible to hold. Sidesteps the special from NotRune, so it's not going to be a freebie just yet. ImaginAzn still holding down the front side of the map. Good use of the anomaly. Does force the rizz to go elusive. They're staggered quite low, but nothing is getting past ImaginAzn right now.
The core just bouncing through the mid over and over again. I love this map with that split down the middle. Really creates some defined sides, but as soon as it breaks through to the other side, you get stuff like that. There goes the second barrier there for the rizz, and oh my goodness, it doesn't matter. Straight back up the other end, and they will find their third.
Yeah, so that's going to be goal number 1. Should be worth noting again, the names are the other way around. It is the Grass Touchers in blue. Rune's got the rizz was in red. Either way, that is going to be our first pick. So, of course, ImaginAzn, MVP for the first round. Some interesting awakenings to be taken, but the enhanced special cooldown, so you'd have that blast straight away off every kickoff. A good little pick. Twin drive for TabooBabu as opposed to cast for last. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Maybe a little bit put off by the fact how that tofu wall kind of backfired against them before, but the fact is now we're going to have even longer lasting anomalies out of NotRune, one of the few Rune players in this region actually who feels like they can use this striker quite confidently. That's a scary thought.
Coming through again here, and you do need to see straight away Grass Touchers get on top of this, but they're already going to lose that first barrier, and there's a lot of pressure off the bat from Rune's got the rizz.
Yeah, that they do, and you can see they're just trying to put it on right there. As I just realized, like, I'm not sure who it is if it's not Rune.
Oh.
I'm getting John Cena vibes right now, as that's going to be a KO. The rizz gets taken out.
Oh, Baz is going to put that straight back into his own barrier there and open up the goal. But they do have control of the core right now, and they are going to be pushing this forward. They need to get that second barrier down on the other side. Rune under heavy fire right now as well, and out comes the tofu wall.
Yeah, good wall with the roll-off, completely blocked off the lower half of the map, and that's why TabooBabu is so strong on this one. But here comes that anomaly. Not quite enough pressure, and I'm actually a little bit surprised we haven't been seeing NotRune go for more KOs. This has been a relatively low KO game. What happened there? The rizz gets credit for the goal, but it was just a misstep from the Grass Toucher.
Yeah, just dodging the save there just about, but that is brutal when they actually had some good potential on them here to start off this second round right, and it has gone wrong for them. They're going to have to step back up immediately, and they do have some good offense right now. Got an elusive TabooBabu is going to get that forward. It's even on field with a barrier aside, and it's held in the mid in that top section now as Dierision takes a lot of damage. He's not going to get KO'd out just yet.
Yeah, but that's just it. There's been a lot of damage. That's really
there he is.
Finally, you do get the KO. However, this has been a low KO game, and it's not that surprising, I guess, considering, you know, Juno's not really a big heavy KO striker, and Rune as well, unless you're getting very aggressive with the anomaly combo with your special. That's the case of what we kind of saw it right there. That's when you can get the KOs, but NotRune hasn't really been playing that style, so the end result, low KO game, which is fine. It does seem to be working a bit more in favor of Rune's got the rizz because it's allowing, in particular, ImaginAzn kind of like pick when to use their abilities and play a more basic goalkeeping game. And that is going to be a nice clear off the core flip. This is very dangerous for the Grass Touchers. I'm worried that unless they can pick up the violence, dare I say, it's going to be a rough series. And here goes the KO.
Oh, the KO absolutely annihilating one off the field for Grass Touchers. Again, they're going to be playing a 2v3 here. They will actually open the gates, though, and they have a chance now. And it's got to be TabooBabu. The defense doesn't hold, and they will go down for the second time here in the second set.
Bazzible just got stuffed full of rizz. I don't know how else to describe that one, but that's how it went right there. Dierision putting that away, and I got to go back to that previous point I made, Gex. Getting the barriers down against this high goalkeep, that's the easy part. And you would think, you know, with the more open net, it would be easier to get that goal in, but it's just that's where the Kai tends to thrive a bit more. So they're getting the groundwork done on the Grass Touchers. They're getting the stagger damage. They're getting the goal open, but it's the finishing touches that aren't there. By the way, good fly, Juno. Great use of the anomaly for the KO.
Oh my goodness, and both barriers going down simultaneously will open the goals. It's going to be a rough one again here for Grass Touchers, and there it is. Dierision is going to set up the third and take the second set.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty great. Nice passed up shot down and in. To answer your question, do the casters ever go into the team's voice call in to do a listen-in? No, we don't, because that seems a little bit rude. You never know what they're going to say. I'm sorry, we're not going to be doing that. Although there will be interviews at the end of the night. So we will hear from the players at the end of the night, I'd have to assume. I don't think we're going to be like eavesdropping in on them. Perfect form. So more cooldown reduction, by the way, for ImaginAzn. More cooldown reduction for this Kai goalkeep Gex that already has just shut down pretty much everything as soon as that goal opens up.
Yeah, and we also saw that evade boost coming through there. We have been actually seeing that a lot. I think a large part of the fact we haven't been seeing a lot of KOs come out is that they have been willing to use those evades, go elusive, and really keep themselves safe here. And without that, maybe this would swing more Grass Touch's way, because they have seemed to look a lot more positive when they've gotten some KOs out on field, but it has been far and few between.
Yeah, but even then, I have noticed NotRune has been getting more aggressive in their own right, kind of hunting for these KOs, which is only going to really hurt more than hinder. And even then, I mean, the Stagger Swagger also going on NotRune, it will enable this them to play even further forward, take a few more hits, and be even more decisive when they decide to go for the KOs, as we do see one right there. The Rizz taken out, who I personally would have liked to see have the Stagger Striker, but is what it is. TabooBabu very fortunate that anomaly wasn't popped up right there, so they get to stay fighting, but ImaginAzn just too strong on the goalkeep right now. Holds down the fort, not the power play, no barriers fall.
Back to Baz again here as it comes forward. This is going overtime, and the core is speeding up. There goes the final barrier for Grass Touches. They've only got one to clear on the opposite side though, and Dierision is hurt very, very low here. Might be able to be knocked out, but the focus is elsewhere. They're trying to get this. The core flip not going to help out Grass Touches just yet, but it is up the other end.
That was so fortunate. Good goalkeeping from Bazzible. They actually avoided that anomaly that was placed right in that upper corner.
And again,
it is going to be the pendulum setting up the pass down to NotRune, though, to get the goal. You can't see him if he's down below, and that's going to be the 1-0 lead here in this third set.
NotRune just positioned fantastically. You've got to say Bazzible did an unbelievable job on defense there, but you just cannot hold that line if you're going to see players like that out against, and they are held to their own defensive line. Right now, though, they have it in reverse, holding the Rizz to the defense, and Dierision himself pushing forward to get the first barrier on the other side. A good stun on Dierision there, but TabooBabu unable to get that to the top side for damage.
The Rivian keeps standing still, and I don't know if they're trying to bait something or if they're having connectivity issues, but it hasn't gone noticed. Core flip. To the other side. halpyyyyy also has a core flip available as well, so keep focused on the Juno. Again, the Grass Touchers, they spend a lot of time outside touching grass. They don't spend as much time practicing Omega Strikers, but it's just enough to get their first goal of the series.
Absolutely huge. Grass Touches, against all odds with the name they've come in with, will actually pick something up here.
I mean, who's the real winner, right? Like, when it's all said and done, they're outside touching grass, but we're all in here. I think, you know, at the end of the day, they might be the biggest champions of us all, two for all.
I bet you're going to tell me they have friends next. That's not allowed. That's...
I'd like to hope they're friends with each other, at least until they lose.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
When you lose, then all bets are off. But they came in today as a trio, you know, as all friends holding hands, and touching grass is one.
They're not holding hands right now, actually spreading pretty wide. Does not save them from that, though. Actually, great little stop there, but it's not enough to hold the damage back, and the gates will open. And once again, Rune's got the Rizz pushing for their second goal, and it could be disaster for them. That is a quick one for it, too.
2 is all they get, apparently. That's what's being said. Well, they didn't get that one. NotRune, again, nice accuracy, putting that goal through. And, I mean, NotRune in particular has just been doing such a good job finding the gaps in the defense, it feels like, with a lot of these touches. So, it's going to be a fun player to look out for right now. Already a barrier down on the other side. This is match point. If Rune's got the Rizz, they will find this here. They will be getting that round 1 win. Core flip available as well as on ImaginAzn, who's starting to step forward. It is going to be a KO. but just the volleys, the damage coming out from ImaginAzn, it's so good. What a pass. Doesn't result in the barrier falling.
A lot of speed on that, but yeah, like you said, no barrier to fall there. There will be one on the opposite side finally, as Rune's got the rizz now in equal footing here, and Bazzible almost locks the core back behind his own tofu wall again.
Yeah, that was actually really well done, though, from Bazzible, getting the read on the death touch, but they won't be able to read the stuff. Fill them with all of the rizz, because Dierision will put it through. A 3-1 victory. Rune's got it. And the grass touches, well, they can head back outside for a bit to warm up for the second round.
Now, the rizz is so strong, and they are coming through. Look at that. I think that's a bit of rizz right on the screen right there. That was a beautiful little celebration there as they come through a huge round, and proving what we were saying about, you know, watch out, there are some teams coming through today that are big names here already, and we're only in our first tournament here for this new setup.
Yeah, fortnightly Swiss event. I mean, again, this is what it's all going to be about. We want to get, like, the idea is getting a regular tournament scene running, like getting regular matches happening. Because when you look at North America and when you look at EU, they have their weeklies. They have that scene that's been like up and growing. And I want to see it start here. I want to see it start with events like this. And I mean, a good start for sure for Rune's got the rizz. I'm still a little bit surprised how low KO that match was, but when you look at the damage, you can't really blame Rune's got the rizz for that. The damage was, as we noted before, coming from the grass touchers. They were putting it down, but they just were never able to get the consistent KOs, and that's always going to be a weakness of Juno in matches like this. You can get the damage, but you're not going to be able to get those killing shots. So, unfortunately, that's where they fall a little bit short. This is only round one, though. I'm going to try and take a look at if I can see some other results real quick.
I gotta say though, I did actually like the use of Juno on the field. A lot of good work out of the goo there, and I think Juno is actually a strong pick if used correctly. It might just be, the downfall there is that you are trading off the KO ability there, like you said.
No one said Juno. When I was asking, you know, where you feel the meta is going,
no.
Juno, I think, was the only striker who no one said next to Finny, who is, of course, banned because of the glitch right now.
Yes.
So if you want to bring Juno in and prove us wrong, I
like Juno. I like Juno as a utility. I don't know that you are going to be pushing that same kind of threat with Juno, but there is a useful, there is a use case for Juno, though, I think.
We're OCE. What is utility?
It's KO.
Okay? It's all about the violence. It's all about the damage. It's all about the carnage, all right? That's what we play for. No other match results have actually been reported in, it looks like. So we might have a little bit of a wait as, as I say that, just got one. LGB Triple Z, one of the favorites for this event, has taken down 2 glasses of milk, please. So Yeezy's transition from Rocket League to Omega Strikers, not off to the best start. But we'll see how this continues along. I believe we might throw to a break and then come back with our KO.
Oh, the KO absolutely annihilating one off the field for grass touches. Again, they're going to be playing a 2v3 here. They will actually open the gates, though, and they have a chance now. And it's got to be...
They're getting the groundwork done on the grass touchers. They're getting the stagger damage. They're getting the goal open, but it's the finishing touches that aren't there. By the way, good fly, Juno. Great use of the anomaly for the KO. There, by the way, good fly, Juno. Great use of the anomaly for the KO.
Oh my goodness, and both barriers going down simultaneously will open the goals. It's going to be a rough one again here for grass touches. And
hasn't on notice, core flip. To the other side. Alpi also has a core flip available as well, so keep focused on the Juno again. The grass touchers, they spend a lot of time outside touching grass. They don't spend as much time.
Stop there, but it's not enough to hold the damage back, and the gates will open. And once again, Rune's got the rizz pushing for their second goal, and it could be disaster